Hey guys, so I'm still working on the setup and the backdrop and everything, so please forgive. And my setup, if you saw here, you'd be surprised. So we are at week 16. I have quite a belly. Ooh, it's so exciting. I read that supposedly between weeks 16 and 20 is when you start to feel the baby moving. And I did go for a checkup this week, and she had to move around a little bit to find the heartbeat, so she said the baby was moving around quite a bit, which I think is exciting. But thus far for week 16, I have not felt anything as far as like thinking that it's the baby. There's always kind of stomach grumbles, but it's because I'm kind of always hungry, so I don't think that's it. But yeah, everything has been quite good as far as symptoms. I did have like a moment of crying when I was actually watching a comedian who is good, Jim Gaffigan. I like him. We were watching a Netflix special on him, and he was funny, but I started giggling and then it just like turned into crying, and it was the weirdest thing. It was so odd. So I like cried for a moment, and I wasn't like sad. I don't know if it's just like overwhelming sometimes and it just comes up on you. I don't know. It was a little weird, but that was fun. I have not had any new symptoms or any real changes. I am adjusting to sleeping because as the belly gets bigger, it becomes a little more awkward to try to sleep. Because as I've said, I am typically a stomach or back sleeper, and they don't recommend that. They want you to sleep on your side. So I start out on my side, but I do wake up on my back. So hopefully that's not bad. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like duct tape myself down, you know? Like you roll over, you move around when you sleep. Did read something about, because I was curious because I got stuck, there was like a monsoon the other day, and it normally takes me 45 minutes to get to work, 45 minutes home. And I don't really mind it, honestly, especially if it's not really like busy traffic-wise. But the weather was kind of ridiculous, and it took me an hour and a half to get to work, and I was like, I wonder if it's safe for me to be driving and sitting that long if I'm pregnant. Like, I was just curious. And one of my apps came up and said that as long as you're comfortable, you should be fine driving distances or whatever. But some women do not prefer to be driving when they're pregnant, so they don't. I do find myself to be, obviously because I'm pregnant, a little more cautious when I'm on the road. Because, I'm just nervous. But I can't get out of driving. If I were to actually look up like a bus schedule to get to my job, it would be ridiculous. I would have to leave like 3 hours early as opposed to like an hour and a half now. So probably not gonna do that. In the hour and a half commute during the monsoon, I did get, like, my lower back did start to bug me. So I think that's my threshold, is anything beyond an hour and a half, it's gonna be, I don't know, a little uncomfortable. So I'll just try to avoid longer drives and I should be fine. Oh, I'm still up 9 pounds from the beginning of my pregnancy, so nothing new as far as weight gain. I've been just kind of fluctuating a teensy bit. I think I'm getting used to my increased appetite, and I'm getting a little better at managing it. I feel like I always want to say semester. I feel like the first trimester, I was just adjusting to this new appetite, and it just took me a little bit to get the hang of it. Now that I really have the hang of it, I feel like the hunger isn't like what it was, so I feel fine. Like, I'm able to eat all my meals. I'm still hungry. I still am eating a little bit more than I typically do, but I think it's like within reason. I think I'm fine. So when I went to my checkup, I got weighed and everything, and they didn't yell at me, so I guess I'm okay. So we're still excited for the week 20 update, which will be May 9th, when we will have the ultrasound and hopefully find out the gender. It's funny because originally I didn't really care about finding out, but as it's getting closer and as I'm like looking at a registry, I would like to know. I'm not against like gender neutral things. Actually, a lot of the stuff that I registered for is just because I thought it would make more sense, because I would love to have another baby after this if this one doesn't cause me to completely lose my mind, which is entirely possible. But anyway, so I thought like gender neutral, like onesies and stuff like that would be, fine, who cares? But I would really like to know, just as far as like naming and decorating the room and stuff like that, I think it would be cool. So I am quite excited about that. So that will be fun. So I'll be able to share that during my week 20 update. So very cool. Sister asked me for a list of people I wanted to invite to my baby shower, which is super exciting. So for the record, if I invited you or didn't invite you, please don't be upset with me. I'm really awkward and weird, and I just don't understand, like, I don't want to offend people by not inviting them because I don't want to hurt their feelings, but I also don't want to offend people or annoy people by inviting them and making them think that they have to spend money that they maybe don't want to on baby stuff for me. You know, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I tried my best to come up with a list. Sean has a pretty big family. I don't have a huge family. I only have like a close, like small group of friends. I am excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I registered, so I'm registering on Amazon, which is so great for my socially awkward self, because I don't want to walk through, like Babies R Us is going out of business, and I didn't really want to walk through a baby place and feel pressure and not really know. I mean, I could certainly go with like my sister or a friend. I have a lot of friends who are moms and recently moms too, so they certainly know the things you would want to register for, but I feel pressure in those stores, and I liked how on Amazon you can look at reviews of things. So I did start my registry. So that is, I think it's pretty exciting. It's pretty neat to look at everything, and I love being able to look at reviews. And I, asked some friends, what are some things you got that you loved? What are some things you got you didn't need? So that I could like start that up. My shower isn't going to be until probably July, so there's no rush, but I just want to get started on it and kind of do a little research and figure things out, so I'm enjoying that. I actually thought that was a lot of fun to do. Everything is good, so we're just really excited. So thank you guys so much, and please make any comments, share any love below, and thank you.